Schindler's List is a historical drama that was released in 1993 and directed by Steven Spielberg. The film itself is based on a book, Schindler's Ark, and stars Liam Neeson, Sir Ben Kingsley, and Ralph Fiennes. The film is set in Krakow during the Second World War, where the Nazis have rounded up the Jewish communities and stuffed them in overcrowded ghettos. Oskar Schindler, who is a Nazi party member from Czechoslovakia, has come to the city to make his fortune. Schindler bribes the German armed forces as well as SS officials to get a factory where he can produce his goods. He then hires Isaac Stern, a Jewish official with connections to the black market and the Jewish communities, and begins to handle Schindler's administration and financing. Stern then begins to hire workers who are deemed essential to the German war effort to prevent them being taken to the camps or killed. But when a German officer called Amon Goth arrives in Krakow to oversee the completion of the Plazo camp, he orders the ghettos to be liquidated and thousands of Jews are transported there. Schindler witnesses the massacre and it deeply affects him. He is then very careful to maintain his relationship with Goth and other SS officials, but in secret, Schindler is now trying to save as many lives as he can. I'm going to start with my positives on the film, and I will start with this is a very good movie, but it's not a pleasant viewing experience. This film shows us one of the darkest times in our modern history, so when I say what I find good about the film is purely based on the film itself and not its subject matter, because this is not only a hard film to review, but to watch. Steven Spielberg's acting here is just flawless. Yes, the movie is in black and white, but it gives it that World War II documentary feel to it, because all the footage from World War II is in black and white. Liam Neeson's performance as Oskar Schindler is just incredible. You see this character go through every emotion possible. When you first meet Schindler, he's at a party, he's having a good time, he's got lots of money, and he wants to make more. But then he witnesses the ghetto massacre, and that focus on making all that money suddenly switches to saving as many lives as he possibly can, and he's willing to pay out of his own pocket in order to do so. John Williams' music for this film is incredible, yet heartbreaking, and he elevates each scene with his music, and he captures the raw emotion in each scene perfectly. Spielberg captures the horrors of what happened to over 6 million Jews throughout the Second World War. I'll start with the ghetto sequences. They're overcrowded, it's dank, it's dirty. And then the Germans go in and just start shooting innocent men, women and children at will. This is deeply distressing and very emotional, but unfortunately, this is what really happened. Then we get to the concentration camps, which are shown in quite some detail, and some of the scenes are very tough to watch, especially when a train arrives at Auschwitz and the terror that is seen there on what could happen next. My only mixed feeling on the movie, when you base a film on a historical event, accuracy is key for me, and there is one clear detail that is missed in this film, and that none of the Jews have tattoos on their arm. In real life, when they would get to a camp, they'd have a number tattooed on their arm and told, forget your name, you identify by that number. I know it's a small detail that was missed out of the film, but it's something that's clearly seen in photos and footage from the war. My final thoughts. The film captures the true horror of the Holocaust, but at the same time shows us that one man can make a difference.
I could have got more.
Oskar, there are 1,100 people who are alive because of you. Look at them.
All the cast in this film are just outstanding, and you do begin to feel some of their emotions as the story progresses. What we view is deeply distressing and very emotional, and what happened back then should never happen again, but should never be forgotten. I do recommend Schindler's List. If you're a fan of war movies, it's a different view on the war, if you want, so to speak. But this is a film you're not going to watch too many times. My rating for Schindler's List is 8 out of 10. Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope to catch you at the next review.
It's Hebrew from the Talmud. It says, whoever saves one life saves the world entire.